Hi, what's up, y'all? Hi. Hey, what's going on? What's it given? Give me a second, y'all. I gotta grease myself. Good morning. Hi, Elise. Hi, TZT. Hi, Amber. Hi, Nina. Hi, Devonna or Devonne Montgomery. Hi, Forever Leandra. Hi, Kiera. Hi, Liana Small. Hey, girl. Hey, Melissa. Hey, la 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 for today. Hey, Nina's Beauty. Hey, Forever. I'm just like, no, let me stop. But what's going on, everybody? What's going on? Okay, let me see. I really didn't even check how I'm looking. Obviously, y'all know I'm about to go to work, so I got on all black. More than likely, especially these days, you're gonna see me in all black. Okay. What's up? How y'all feeling? I got my hair down. I guess it don't look too bad. Girl, I ain't even gonna get into it. Just whatever. What's up? What's going on? Like, what's tea? How are y'all feeling? Hey, baby, I'm a mother now. Oh, congratulations. Everybody say congratulations to my girl, Nina. Okay? Sending you love, girl. It's not easy, but it's beautiful. It's like a bittersweet feeling. So, yes. Thank you. I try. Bro, my titties, I've always had big titties, but like anytime I'm on here, they look so big. I did breastfeed though. I don't know. They look so big. Yes, congratulations. So, for real though, y'all, let's tap in. How are y'all feeling? While I'm getting myself situated, I need to get a little something on my stomach. I got some time before work. Like, let me know what's the energy like. Just be honest. Just be open. How are you feeling? Do you feel angry? Do you feel optimistic? Do you feel happy? Period, Jack. Hey, Canada. Is it Nova Scotia? Nova Scotia. A. Isn't that what they say? A. Is it A? I don't know. Ain't that what y'all say in Canada? A. Or something like that. But yeah, let me know. Because I was tapping in. Y'all got to tap in. I was tapping in with Joni. And she did she always does great predictions. But she did a prediction for this week. But the one that I was looking at was for June and July. You guys, there's supposed to be so much shit happening astrologically that are going to cause some things, okay, in June and July. I think there's supposed to be like a quincux or something. I think there's like two of them. And that can be very difficult. There's just a lot. There's going to be a lot of purging. So I really want y'all to find out Vedic placements only, not Western. I want y'all to find out what your moon and rising signs are, because if you go to her video, I'm also going to be talking about some of the points that she made, because I made my notes. I'm telling y'all, because it's on point for me. In Vedic astrology, I'm a Libra rising, and my Capricorn. My moon is a Capricorn. My moon is in Capricorn. Yeah. So there's going to be some scandalous things. I do feel like, again, it's going to be a real big tower moment, a lot of purging, things that have to happen. And she just gives a lot of good information so that we can kind of like pivot, when those things begin to happen. So I really think y'all need to tap in. So I'm trying to see. Give me a second, y'all. I'm hungry. Oh, here's my little stuff. This is my little. I never got to use it really for diapers because this is supposed to be a little diaper bag. I use it for my cards. So yeah, let me know how y'all been feeling. Let's see. I had been feeling okay, but definitely want to see more growth because stress is kicking my ass. Yes, I'm really loving this color on you. Happy accident. It was a happy accident. This is the thing. I really respect the girl that did them. Um, But if we're just being honest, I don't play about my hair. Okay? Like, I don't play about my hair. So I wanted a black rinse. We see what happened. I mean, it's cute. It turned out cute. It's not about the look. It's about the health of my hair. I just want to make sure that my hair is still going to be healthy after this because, like, I don't, You know what I mean? I don't touch my hair like that. So, but we're not going to get into it. We're not going to get into it, okay? Because I already kind of have my words. And, yeah. I mean, yeah. My grandma was like, my grandma's a beautician. You said, did I get it dyed? I don't even want to go into it. I was supposed to get a black rinse. I don't want to go into it. She's a younger girl. Again, I respect her hustle. I'm not going back, but I respect her hustle. I do. I respect her. She's dope. It's just with this and what happened. No, I do not play about my hair. My hair is like that's my that's my joint. So yeah, we won't go into it. I don't want to go there. That's another thing. Um, what's brewing underneath the surface is a lot of anger. Okay, a lot of anger. So this isn't even just like with us. This is just like collectively, globally, politically. Like there's gonna be a lot of different things happening. We don't have to talk about him, but the big T. Our president, the big T. There's some things going on in his chart. Joni talks about that. So it's just a lot. Like there's gonna be a lot of anger coming to the surface. All right. So just be on your P's and Q's, baby. Even maybe some misplaced anger. You got a pineapple aqua fresca. What's that? Motherhood whipping my ass. I don't know how to find balance to date. Yeah, I'm feeling it from the collective big time. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to move to Europe with my kid. Real good, girl. I feel myself getting a little anxious about life. So I'm trying to stay with what I've been on, keep my mind optimistic. Let me tell y'all what I've been doing. Okay. I was just talking to my friend, and they know how I get. Like, I'm normally someone who ghosts anyway, or like they know I need my space. Like, that's just how I am. But honey, the way I have been staying grounded, I know not everybody is going to resonate with my ways, but first of all, I'm a firm believer of God, so please don't come. They're gonna do it anyway, girl. Let me shut up. They start coming on here talking shit. I hate that shit. I hate it. But I mean, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm a firm believer of God. I'm gonna just put this up for a second because it's in my way. What I do every morning to keep me grounded, first of all, I pulled my energy back completely. Okay. I'm unavailable. Like if you're not my man, my daughter, probably like my mom here and there, my family, like I'm unavailable. If I just can't. So even my friends know like I'm just unavailable. And every morning, sometimes I do forget, but every morning I'm in my word. It keeps me grounded. Like those that don't know, I grew up Christian, so there's still some parts of that move into my spiritual beliefs. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Like I do what the fuck I want. Okay. Like even with astrology, like I'll be 1 minute in Western, then I go over to back and I'll blend them. Like I just do what I want. I'm an Aquarius. I'll be Aquarius. But every day I'm in my word. And if there's anything that comes up to the surface that's uncomfortable, I pray about it. Okay. Because at the end of the day, for me, okay, and what I believe, it don't matter if a friend is fake. It don't matter if a nigga is fake. It don't matter if the coworkers is pissing you off. No matter what, who has always been in my corner? Even when I have not been listening or when I have not been faithful, God has always been in my corner. Not a tarot reading, not a this, not a that, only God. Okay? So like I've been really just talking to God. Period. Praying and being very open. When I pray, like I'm open. Like I just tell God, like if there's anything that's super uncomfortable, like I talk to him about it and I'm just like, look, I'm struggling with this. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I know this isn't right. I'm struggling. I'm struggling with these feelings. Like I don't know if you're feeling like obsessive, if you're feeling I don't know if you're feeling jealousy, if you're feeling insecure, like just I believe in just asking God, just saying, look, I feel this way. I'm angry about this. I don't know how to express myself. Lead me, guide me, take this out of my spirit. I don't want to feel this. Like, I don't want to be like this, but I'm going to come to you humbly and let you know I am feeling these things and I don't want it. I also have been real big on asking God to give me discernment and reveal the enemies to me. Reveal them. Just know when you ask, it's going to happen. Okay, so make sure you know what you're asking for. Mm-hmm. Morning. Oh yeah, is it Friday? No, is it Friday tomorrow? What's today, y'all? All the days be blending together. When you work a job like this, all the days be blending together for real, for real. Mm. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of anger. Hmm. We can have more talks like this. Like I had to tell somebody the other day, and make sure y'all timestamp this once I start pulling cards, because I know I'm at work. Hold on, my bad. But because this person, they were like, I don't feel like they were like, I'm scared to go to God and ask God, or just pray because if something doesn't go my way, or like, okay, so let me just say, this person is possibly gonna do time. So they were basically talking about just wanting to pray to God, but it's almost like they didn't feel worthy enough. They didn't feel like they were worthy of it. They didn't feel like they deserved to pray. But also, if the outcome didn't come out like a certain way, like if they do end up going to jail, they're like, I don't want to be angry and then God feel like I'm angry towards them. So I just had to let them know. I'm like, look, God already knows. I said, but for me, we got to be honest. Like, let's really call a spade a spade. I said, you got to think. At the end of the day, you never know why a specific situation happens. Okay, you never know. You could be praying. Let's say you're praying for a specific outcome. I genuinely feel like this because I've lived it so many times in my life. Let's say you're praying for a specific outcome, whether that's to be big in this area, whether that's for peace, whether that's for a change in mindset. You don't know. That could be what has to happen in order for you to change. You don't know that. Okay, I mean, look at my life. Like when I think about like joining the military and then what happened to me at my first base, like I was SA'd, and then how I ended up in Florida, and then I immediately was in Afghanistan, and like thoughts was crazy. I'm talking about like I might not have even been here with y'all for real, for real. If I didn't have God, like if I didn't have my faith and my beliefs, y'all probably wouldn't even be seeing me right here because of everything that was going on. But it's like when I look at all these events, I would have like if I never would have went through that essay, I would have never been like I would have never got transferred to Florida. I would have never went to Afghanistan, met the people that I met, gained the experiences that I gained, 13 on the clock. I would have never, it's crazy. I was so depressed in Afghanistan and nobody else knew because I was able to like, that's a whole nother thing. We need to talk about that. Just how you have to be performative in the military. Oh, it's just a lot, okay? And my job, I was an intelligence analyst. So, and I don't mind saying it now, like I was an intelligence analyst. So I had a top secret at everything. And I just saw a lot of the stuff that they don't see. Like I saw everything. And I was like, oh my God, we're going there. I guess that's what this video is for. Maybe it's not a pulling cards, but I don't want to get too deep. I'll just kind of like scratch the surface because I know God is putting it on my spirit for a reason. I have many of these stories. That's why when people look at me, they're like, why is she so optimistic or why does she bounce back? It's hard for me not to think like that because of everything that I've been through. Why wouldn't I think like that? Or if people ever say like, why do she got so many boundaries or why is she paranoid? Bitch, because I had friends fucking on my niggas. I had friends stab me in my back. I've been misused. Like I've had all types of shit. So like just living a certain life, you just gain certain experiences. So let me tell you, I'm not going to get too into it because I don't want to get triggered, but I feel like I'm able to talk about these things right now because what I'm going through is or what therapy I'm doing right now is EMDR. Honey, EMDR has been crazy. Okay, and it's funny when people start to hear the stuff that I went through, they're like, what the fuck? I would have never thought that. You just seem so bubbly. So this. And yeah, I am. Life is good. I'm blessed. Like, look at where I'm at. I'm blessed. Like, even when we think about that motorcycle accident that happened not too long ago, walking out unscathed, like, that's why I'm a firm believer of God. Like, nobody could tell me different. But anyway, because that's a whole nother thing. I'm still working through that. But yeah, so I remember when I was in Afghanistan, like, this will be a whole story time, like, but I'll tell you, like, a little excerpt. And it was a girl there, and I had never met her before. Her name was Sergeant Nikki. And I can't remember how we even started talking. I think it was just she saw me kind of like down or whatever. I can't remember how it was. But anyway, we ended up talking. To make a long story short, because it's a super long story, once I got back home, damn, this is a lot. This is a lot because people don't know. I had to leave that deployment early because I was also pending a court case. This is so loaded, y'all. I was pending a court case because of the essay. So it's like not only was I dealing with the deployment in Afghanistan, it was also 2020, but I also had to keep having these conversations regarding my case. Like it was active. I'm also trying to help the pilots. I was the person who had to tell the pilots, these people that have been in the military probably longer than me, I had to tell them the coordinates where they were supposed to go, so that they can carry out their missions. Okay, now in 2020 things will change. I'm not going to get too into this because I don't want to start divulging like, some other stuff. But I just remember, oh my gosh, there was this one time they carried out, that's the thing in the military, sometimes you see stuff. Okay, I had that job where you're up close. Not everybody in the military is up close like that. So I remember I was in Afghanistan. Oh, I might get a little emotional, just a little bit, because it is a little triggering. And basically they carried out their mission, and we would watch the mission back. Now, mind you, I was the person that had to tell them where to go. So like I was very key in that. And I remember we were all watching it, and just what I saw on screen. Now it was an infrared, but like basically this is all I'm gonna say because it could be a little graphic. Um, the body is heat. So like if somebody's arm explodes and goes one way, if their head pops off another way, like you see all that on there. But it's like infrared. So like there's like you see the heat of like whatever missile employ, like you see all that. And I just remember, oh my gosh, I just remember us watching that, and I just was like, what the fuck did I just do? You know what I mean? I was like, oh my gosh. And it was a mess. So anyway, I remember the pilots, like, I won't even get into that part. Anyway, I can't right now. I can already feel myself, like I can't. But it was eye opening. It kicked me into like my spiritual journey, like another part of it. That's when I started doing tarot, when I was in Afghanistan. Like those that know, that is when I began doing tarot. It just opened me up. Magpies were like my guide at that time. It was a lot. So I say all that to say, I ended up meeting someone named Sergeant Nikki. So when I ended up leaving Afghanistan, because I had to leave early, it was crazy because I touched down right when I touched down, because I was in Florida. Those that know, my car was totaled. So there was a hurricane that came through. My whole car was totaled, and I wouldn't have known. There was mold all through my car. I had just moved out the dorms before I went to Afghanistan. It was a whole shebang. I was going to move out the dorms, go to Afghanistan, stack my money, and then come back and, but I wasn't supposed to come back for another month. Ooh, it's so much, y'all. Ooh, it's so much, because there's something about August through December. Like all these events that I'm telling you about, they all happen different years, but around this time, whether it was the essay, my father's death, my godfather's death, that weird ass experience I had with that therapist when I was an inpatient, just all types of shit. Okay, the deployment. So like that's a loaded ass time. We're about to all that. Anyway, 1919 on the clock. Okay, they're like, you gotta pee. So yeah, so when I touched down, I ended up having to room with somebody that was my friend at the time, but they were in a very toxic dynamic. Like I'm talking about a DV situation. It was a mess. It was a mess, a mess, a mess. I had to get up out of there. This was right before my BBL. Oh my gosh, it was so much happening, y'all. So I say all that to say, if I wouldn't have been in Afghanistan, I wouldn't have met Sergeant Nikki, because Sergeant Nikki ended up letting me come in to her home, taking me in and letting me get like on my feet until my apartment opened up. So I was on the little futon. I got to meet some really good people, and they really helped me through that time. I was still pending my court case, so it was a lot. But and this is the thing. So Sergeant Nikki, fast forward, right? Because we had already known each other. Like I had been in her home. I had met the people. Blah blah blah. Right? She was personnel. So I ended up getting my own apartment. It was my luxury apartment out in Florida. Oh, I love that apartment. If y'all know, y'all know. Gated community, the whole nine. So everything ended up working out. I ended up in a car. that's a whole nother story, but I'm gonna try to keep it positive because, honey, the person that I was living with before Sergeant Nikki, and I'm trying not to look at the person. I feel like there was the energy that was on her. When you're someone who is powerful, or like when you're a threat or people see you as a threat, sometimes when you're down like that, some people get off on that shit. They do. They get off on it. And she was getting off on it. She was getting off on it. So I had to up a car. I was doing everything in silence. I know she's probably like, what the fuck? Like, when did she start doing all that? Yeah, because you're moving silly. And that's a whole nother thing. That will get crazy. Like that story right there, because when I tell y'all, that story was insane. With leadership had to get involved. It was a lot, like with her situation. But anyway, pivoting. So I say all this to say, fast forward. There was this one day I had been isolating myself so fucking much, right? And Sergeant Nikki was having a get together, and I wasn't gonna go. But my sister was like, Paige, you need to go. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, if I'm just being honest, I had reached that point because I was done with niggas. There was so much happening. There were 2 niggas that played me. I was like, I'm done with y'all. So it had been a long time. It had been a long time. And I'm just gonna be honest. I was in my I was horny as fuck. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get out. I gotta get out. I'm like, I gotta meet new people. I was just in that energy. A lot of like sacral root chakra, just a lot of the lower chakras being activated. So my sister was like, just go, Paige, just have fun, just go. So I went, and I had walked through the door, and guess who I met there? My boyfriend! I would have never met my boyfriend. I met him there. He was the first person I saw when I walked through the door. It was crazy. And if I would have never met him, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. I'm here because of Babe, you know? And like, if I would have never met Babe, Bliss wouldn't be here. So it's like all of these things just like trickled into each other. So I say all that to say, you never know how a certain situation that you go through that's like real crazy, real fucked up, real like, what the hell is going on? You never know how it could bring you to your blessing. Like, cause I'm blessed. I'm blessed, bro. I'm blessed. No matter what I've been through, I'm blessed. Okay. So I'll tell that story at a different time, you know, or like go into other details because there's so many parts. But like when you hear it, you'll probably be like, damn, because even as I'm telling it right now, sometimes you just don't know how much you went through until you start talking about it. Then you be like, damn, hold on, wait, that's a lot. So, and I don't want to like, you know, muddy up the energy. I just want to focus on that. So I was telling her, like, you just got to let God's will be what God's will is. Okay. And you got to trust, because let's be honest. And I said this to her. I was like, let's be honest. I said, because before this point, how many times were you not listening to God? Were you not paying attention to the signs, the red flags? It almost reminds me of like when you're not listening, it reminds me of like when the cords on a headphone get all, you know, all fucked up and shit, and they're all mixed in. So it's like at this point in time, when everything's all mixed up, you're praying to God, which is okay. That is great. That is fantastic. He's always been there. But you're praying, you're listening, you're tapped in. But it's like you might not want that outcome to be you possibly going in the pen. But with everything that has already happened before this, you know, you gotta give a little to get a little. You know, God's like, but I gotta unravel this, I gotta unravel that, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Like I'm trying to help you. So basically I just told her, you know, I personally just pray for God to just do what he can. Before, when I was younger, like I'd be like, I want this, and I had to learn like, and I still have to like catch myself. I'm like, okay, let me take my hand off the control bar, and I'm gonna just say, God, you know, do you, okay? Help me to sit back. Do you? I did the same thing when I even manifested my boyfriend. It's just so crazy, that story. I remember I scripted. I learned scripting years ago from Shanetta, like years ago. And I remember scripting and just saying what I wanted. And I asked God, I said my intention. I said, anything that I'm asking for in here that you just know ain't for me, Control Alt Delete it. Okay, Control Alt Delete it. Period. But I also prayed for, this is another thing, I feel like someone needs to hear this before I get into the other stuff, because y'all got me about to get emotional. Because yes, I can have the littlest of things. Like even when I was with Sergeant Nikki, like at a very low point, I was still blessed. I romanticized my life, and I feel like that is something I'm really good at. Like, I don't know. That's a whole nother conversation. Like how to romanticize your life, girl. Let me see what year that was. If y'all go to my Instagram, you could tell when that time period was. I was popping. Was that May 2023? I can't remember, girl. Plus, I feel like I went through what I went through so that I could tell people about my experiences and let them know, like, honey, you can get past it. Because motherfuckers ain't being real out here. They don't got to. I'm going to do it for you. But yeah, I can't remember what I was just saying, you guys. Very true. My patience has grown. Thank God. do. I always say our children is God's way of showing us ourselves and how well we listen to Him, girl. And that's another thing. So, there was something that happened to me when I was younger with the first guy that I was dating. Um, sorry, to where I didn't think I was gonna be able to have a child. Let's just say that, okay? Plus, I also have PCOS. So it was just a blessing. I'm telling you, ain't it crazy how this nigga, that nigga, or whatever the fuck, you know, your life girl, how they can, you know, you and like a child will come. You need to be asking or praising God for that, for the fact that it didn't happen, okay? Because that's God's protection. That was God's protection. Because I think back and I'm like, damn, I'm so glad that other sperm didn't take. Thank you. I'm sorry. But for real though, not even trying to be funny. Not even trying to be funny. So, yeah. If y'all, okay, listen, if you guys are on here and you guys go look up what your Vedic placements are for your moon and rising, I brought my book and my notes. Now, these notes are coming from me writing down things from Joni Patrice's video. I'm giving her all the credit. But I'm telling y'all, if y'all post them in here, I will read off the notes so that y'all can be prepared for what's to come in June and July. I know for me, it already was making sense. Gemini moon and rising. Okay, is this all Vedic right, not Western? Let me know. Vedic right, not Western. And Elise, I got you. Hold on, because I'm a Cap moon, so like this can go. Yep. Okay, so let me get my book. Hold on. Oh, here it is. I got it, girl. Cause that Capricorn, man. Ugh. What was that? These cicadas out here is crazy, bro. I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's like an infestation. Now, I want you guys to really go and watch her reading because she goes into why this is the case. Why is everybody he looking over here? What, nigga? I'm going live. Is it time for work? It couldn't be. No, it's not. They just early. Okay, so let me scroll up. Mind you, again, I'm giving all the credit to Joni Patrice. So go give her a like, go tap into her video. She'll have more insight because she talks about the placements and why these things are happening. So let me go up. Let me start with Gemini moon. Okay, so what I wrote. So there's going to be a Mars K2 or K2 and Mars conjunction. So for Gemini moon and rising, okay, it's going to be transiting your third house during this time. You may have problems with, or so you may have problems with your siblings, or your siblings could possibly be reaching out to you for help. Like they could have problems going on in their life. Interesting. What else? Okay, I put sudden trips. Circumstances around travel are likely not delightful or welcome. So, but there are sudden trips. Car travel not recommended, but we all know that we all use vehicles. So for you guys, there's just this extra energy of just be cautious when you're driving. Like just make sure you're being a defensive driver. But what is going to be really good, like really, really good, okay? Learning and writing new things. There's going to be a downpour of just new information that you're going to want to learn. Writing could be a big thing for you. You're going to be very powerful in that arena. Now, let me talk about these Capricorns. Girl, it's happening in our 8th house. It's happening in our 8th house. Even Joni said this is deep, dark ass stuff, okay? So be aware of scandalous people trying to take advantage of you. She said it's not an easy aspect. She said there'll be everybody's in my business today, deep issues around psychoanalysis. So there might be a lot of stuff coming up, okay? This one, deep psychoanalysis and healing. I hate when I do this. How I be writing all crazy. Like I must have been scribbling. Oh, that's what happened. Bliss kept grabbing my pen. I had to put her in her bed. I'm like, girl, mommy is trying to write her notes. Okay, may deal with disgrace, humiliation, but it has to come up in order to heal. Like things from the past coming up that could be shameful. Or like even some of the stuff I'm talking about right now coming up in order to heal it. You know what I'm talking about? Psychic abilities are going to be on point. Okay, psychic abilities, more in tune with the spirit world. Information comes to you, so be open and aware of that. And then the transformation is going to be major and almost gut wrenching, but beautiful. I don't know. When I hear these things, I don't get scared. I don't know if that's like the heavy Scorpio placements that I have. I don't know. I'll be like, yes, oh, that's Saturn. So let me see. Okay, we did Gemini. Okay, let's do Aquarius. And I'm gonna keep shouting out Joni just so y'all know I didn't do this. Joni did this. Okay, Joni Patry. JONIPATRY. Okay, so which one did I say? What did I say again? Aquarius. Oh yeah, y'all were last. Okay, so that K2 Mars conjunction is going to be happening in your 7th house. So there could be conflict with marriage relationships. There could be a breakup occurring for some of you guys for healing. And if it's not a breakup, divorce, or anything that you're already going through, there just could be some conflicts that pop up in those types of relationships in order for there to be open, candid conversations to be able to heal that relationship, that said connection. Okay. Looking for a relationship. Okay, some of you guys could even be looking for a relationship. If that is the case and you are single, I'm not gonna lie, this transit does bring up people from the past. Okay, healing from the past. Also, this could represent, even if you guys aren't having a dispute, if you guys are just like solid, you're like, nah, that ain't me. Your partner just might need your help during this time. Okay. Oh, Libra, that's also me. Okay, that's my Libra rising. Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about it because that was tea. I was like, oh, okay. Look at this one. Okay, so the Mars K2 conjunction is transiting our 11th house. She said that that's an Upachaya house, so means you overcome difficulties. Some friends could turn on you at this time. Friends have to be eliminated. Certain friends, if they have toxic energy or if they are draining your energy, your life force, you might feel like they need to be just taken out, like not taken out like that, but just removed from your space. Get rid of people that drain your energy. Older siblings may have issues like in their personal life of where they need help from you, or they could just be having issues with you. Like y'all could be having disagreements if you have an older sibling. And this is all for June and July because I think this little transit or conjunction is happening over the next 2 months. Okay, and then I put 11th house. Okay, so the 11th house talks about your hopes, your dreams, your ambitions. One thing that is very, very good for this one, okay, more courage to go after and fight for what your dreams are. So you're going to have all this courage, all this ambition, all this like energy to go after what it is that you want. And that's a blessing, okay? So let me see. Let's do Taurus, okay? So this Mars K2 is happening in your 4th house. So you could be renovating the home, and the renovations could be happening because shit is breaking off, like it's breaking down, like this is breaking, or there's just this need to renovate. You could be moving in June or July. It might not be a easy move, but there is the energy of moving, okay? Things breaking in the home, and also with your car, like, you know, mother needs to be looked after. So if any of these houses that have people like the siblings, the older siblings, it's going to be that same storyline of they either need to be looked after, like they might have some difficulties happening in their life, or y'all could be having some conflict. You get what I'm saying? So no, mother needs to be looked after. You can prevent things. If your mother is complaining about something, take it serious. So there's this energy of like, if your mother's complaining about something, take it serious, because acting on that, or just even acting on whatever it is that you're picking up on, it. I'm wondering, are we starting work earlier? Hold on, y'all. Oh no, they over there. They just chit chatting. Okay, because I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What was I saying? Just take it serious because you could prevent it. Like all this stuff, I'm saying all this shit, we're all going through this. Like, don't get into it like a victim. Oh my God. No, this is not, this is, I don't know if it's that Saturn energy. I'm like, this is a challenge. Thank you for putting me on, Joni, because now I'm going to know how to pivot and what I need to watch out for. I've been already feeling some of this energy though. So let me see. Okay, let's talk about Aries. So Mars K2 will be happening in your 5th house. Okay. So the way Joni explained it is that the 5th house is about intellect, the mind, and creativity. So your mind will be open, but you will be angry about things. There will be a lot of anger. Like it's like that optimistic energy that, oh, I want to go get it. This reminds me of this one time I was so energized, but I I don't know. Like, I just had so much energy that I just needed to run around the track. I wasn't mad at anyone specifically, but it was just an anger in me. I don't know what it was. That's what this feels like. And it had me doing numbers around the track, numbers around like just working out. It had me doing all that shit. So I feel that for y'all. So if y'all are feeling that anger, like, channel it. So we have kids will be more aggressive. Unusual thoughts will come, creativity. So, like, capitalize off of that. Not a good time. This is what Joni said. She said, not a good time for pregnancy. Be careful with investments. And I feel like that's if you're trying to get pregnant. So if you notice that you're like struggling with getting pregnant at that time, I'm not talking about my ladies that are already pregnant. Blessings to you. Mwah, blessings, okay? But yeah, if you're trying and, certain things just don't like happen at that time, just know that it might just be the transit, okay? The thing about this energy, though, it's happening over these 2 months. But once this, once we get past this, honey, the blessings, okay? The blessings are coming, period. So who else? So not sun and moon and rising, okay? So yeah, like if I already did Aries, like if you're an Aries, moon or rising, then that's what it is. Which one didn't I do, y'all? Which one didn't I do already? Okay, I'm gonna just read them. How about that? Let's do Leo. So Leo, your Mars and K2 will be happening in your first house. Okay, so you will have more energy. Possibly will also be anger, frustrated. You'll be taking action. Okay, you'll be very like, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta get it. Oh, what song is that? I gotta go get it. 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 My name gon' hold up. My thing gon' hold up. What song is that? Way up. Miss me with that bullshit. You ain't really something, something, something. Somebody gonna know what song I'm talking about. It's so funny. Also, y'all, this is just coming from P. This is not about this. Be mindful of trickster energies. Distractions. That's a big one. But anyway, so action, channel it accordingly. So that frustration, that anger, that wanting to initiate, that wanting to take action, channel it accordingly. You could be accident prone at this time, and being that Aries, well, the first house talks about the head, that can talk about headaches, migraines, head injuries. That doesn't mean that stuff is going to happen. Just be more careful. It could happen. You could be more accident prone, especially when you got all that fire. Virgo, Mars K2 is in your 12th house, okay? So, secrets behind the scenes, okay? There's a lot happening behind the scenes. There could even be a lot of gossip happening behind your back in the workplace, okay? Event or a person or an incident. Oh, that was one thing she talked about. I had to tell my friend because one of my friends is a Virgo rising. She was saying that an event or a person or an incident that's very nasty, could end up coming back, all right? They could show their head. She said, know this to protect yourself, sudden travel, long distance, unplanned, okay? Who else do I want to do? Because I want y'all to go watch Joni's video. Y'all got to go watch Joni. Y'all got to go watch Joni. But yeah, I'm going to be using these for my, for my prediction. Yes, King's dead. Yes. Okay. So the rest, you got to go look at Joni's stuff. Because I got to give my good sis her credit. Y'all got to tap in. She's very accurate. I can't wait till I get a reading from her. Like, I can't wait. It's so funny. This motherfucker that I do not like just parked in front of me. Like, girl, get on. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards. Let's pull some cards. All right, these are some blunt messages. How are y'all feeling? How we feeling right now? Nah, for real. Like, why the fuck did you park right in front of me? People just be wanting to be seen. People just be wanting to fucking be seen. That's that trickster energy. Okay, I even had to catch myself the other day. I heard my reading. I heard me back in the reading. I said, damn, P, that was a lot even for you. I had to check myself. I said, pull it back. Pull it back. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's see. Blunt messages for us. Blunt messages. Okay, this is for somebody. It says, you think you got them all figured out? You don't. Somebody needs to hear that. Okay, messages for the collective. Have sex. Do you really need a card for this? Okay, so some of you guys, you got to get out. Like, it's time to get it off. Okay, it's time to get those pleasure centers activated, period. Okay, I feel like especially to transmute any type of negative energy. Can I have a shout out, please? Shout out to the Cuggy Boy Cricket. Okay, let's see. Okay, it says go solo. Alone time equals happier together. Go solo. Alone time equals happier together. I feel bad. Make sure you guys go tap into Joni because I don't want it to be like I take her work and then just. But I had took my notes and since y'all was on here, I wanted to just tell y'all. But go tap in with my good sis. Go tap in with her. Okay. I'm probably gonna tag her. Ooh, we just talked about this. I had to check myself. I literally popped myself. I said Paige. I listened back to that. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, oh my goodness. That was a bit much. So, okay, we have watch what you say. That mouth of yours could start some shit. Literally. And it was so crazy because even in the reading, I called it out. Y'all probably heard me in that mystery read. See, the way I edited, you probably don't know. I had went on a tangent and I had to say, Paige, that was too much. That was too much. Okay? It was too much. If you know what pile I'm talking about, you know. I even gave an example for the atrocious wig. I was like, Pete, too much, too much. And I heard God say, don't do it. Don't do it. He was speaking to me. It was like, ooh, he was like, take it out. Take it out. Don't add karma. Take it out. You said I peeped that edit. I know you did. Honey, and now when I did the edit, it was like 9 minutes. I said, yeah, bitch, don't do that again. So yeah, when y'all heard me say, I'm sorry, I did too much, you're probably like, you didn't even say much. Yes, I did. I just took it out. I was reading for Phil. I'm talking about, I was like, Paige, even for me. Everybody has a different threshold. Everybody has a different way of like you'll know what's too much for you. That was too much for me. I was like, ooh, that was that trickster spirit though. That distraction. Trying to come in and take over the reading. Absolutely not. We won't let them do it. We won't let the enemy win. We will not. So let me see what I want to do. So let me pull some oracles because I have some time. Because I don't want to tell y'all what time I go to work. I feel like that's that secretive part of me. So in Western astrology, I have a Scorpio rising. But in Vedic astrology, I'm pretty sure I have Pluto in the 12th house. And it just makes so much fucking sense. But anyway. Okay, so let's see. A message for you. What do you need to hear? Okay, you have curiosity. That Gemini moon really activated you. What sparks your interest? What sparks your interest, collective? That is what's calling to you. What sparks your interest? Is it a new Pilates class? Is it anime? Is it working out? Is it healthy eating? Is it a self-help book? Is it therapy? Is it astrology? Is it tarot? Is it a new business? Getting it off the ground? What's going on? What's happening? Okay. What else? Where does their focus need to be at this time? Ooh, I don't think I've ever seen this. We have the moonbeam. You are on the right path. I'm going to tell you, if you're a Sagittarius rising or moon in Vedic, yeah, go tap in over with Joni. Moonbeam, you are on the right path. Not even touched my deck in over a year. Do you want to do tarot or like you're like, no? I ain't gonna lie. I don't really pull cards. Sometimes I do. I don't pull cards on myself as much as people would probably think I do. I don't know. Sometimes, I don't know. Anyway, we have just go for it. Yes. Period. And let me do another one. Yeah, basically, I think it was Sag. Ooh, look at my girl. Your level up guru. My girl is live. I can't wait. I love her. I love her messages because I vibe with a lot of her messages. And you know what's crazy? I feel like hearing her say it, at first I was like, oh, she's a little extreme. But then I was like, I checked myself. I said, no, bitch, that's the same stuff that you used to talk about, and before you were like bullied into submission. Okay, before you had to become almost like in this performative state so that you could be in like so that you could survive, especially in the military. Okay, you got to tap in with her. I believe all that shit that she's saying and she be talking about. It's true. People don't want to call it out, but it's true. Especially if you know, and it's not on no cocky shit. If you know you're like a triple, quadruple threat, you got to run that. Her name is the Level Up Guru, or your Level Up Guru. I got to type in. I got to make sure I go say hi. I got to make sure I make the live. This is the deck. The Moon Witch. So I want to do one more, and then I want to see what else I want to pull. Ooh, this just came up. The Power of Sisterhood, Coven. This just made me think of, what's that one movie off of, is it American Horror Story? I gotta watch that again. That was hidden. Like, y'all know what I'm talking about? So yeah, there's something here about, you know, sisterhood, but again, let it be people that actually get it. Okay, just make sure you guys are merging with the right people. But I trust that your intuition will speak to you. Where are my nuts? I was looking for these. Over here starving. The fuck? Okay. Let's talk about some situations. Let's pull some situations. Situations that could possibly come up at this time that you need to be aware of. Situations that could come up at this time that you need to be aware of. Oh shit, I hope my little belly ain't out. I just got it all out. But yeah, so let's see. Situations that you need to be aware of. Ooh, clock the T, friend. They clocking you. Trash, discard, throwing out. So I'm telling you, it's a purging season. So even when it's coming up, hey Stevie or Steve, not both of y'all right there, Steve and Steve. I don't know, like that's crazy. TDT, Napalm, what's going on? But trash, discarding, throwing that shit the fuck out. It's time. Okay. Someone could play the piano here. Grand Rising Soul Family, I love you, sis. P loves you. Hey girl, hey Kai. That's an I, yeah, it is. Okay, what else? Ooh, what's this? TikTok deadline, time running out. Okay, I feel like this is, y'all could take this as you want, but I feel like you already know God is on your ass. Spirit is on your ass. It's time to elevate. You know it too. You know you don't have that much time to make the switch. It's like, okay, I'm trying to give you time to transition. I'm trying to give you time to tiptoe into it. But at this point, I'm about to cause a little tower moment so that you just go. Okay? But it's all for your greater good. That's what I'm feeling. Okay. Messages for the collective. Why I feel like this girl is like really just watching me. She's so fucking weird. Anyway, realization, awareness, finding out, coming to light. That's a lot of what's going to be happening in the world around this time. There's going to be a lot of secrets and shit coming out. And Joni was talking about it. She was like, there's certain words I don't want to say on here because I don't know, like, if that's why people aren't talking about it. But you know, the aliens and stuff, or like the JFK stuff. It's like, why aren't people talking about that more? I don't know. But anyway, we also have magnetic, unexplainable pull, can't resist. And that's the T. The energy is big, okay? Like, this is not anything to be scared of, to get all, like, nah, like, I'm telling you, I feel activated. And I want y'all to feel activated. That's why I'm here giving y'all these messages. And I just want y'all to feel uplifted and just have confidence, okay? So what's next? What should they be doing? Look at this. Happiness. Wholeness, overjoyed, and smiling. Everything that's going to be occurring at this time, no matter how it feels, it's leading you to your happiness. It's putting you in that flavor of happiness. Some of you guys, you've been so enmeshed with other people. Other people have came in and just became a part of your DNA. And it's just time to, like, what do I want? What actually makes me happy at this point in life, especially for some of you guys that are mothers? Like, it's like, okay, I'm coming back into myself. I see that for somebody here. I'm coming back into my spark. What is it that I need for myself? What is it that I want for myself? That's what I'm seeing. Oh, her hair is cute. Okay, here's T. Sorry, there was a girl that just walked by. We also have ascension, spiritual path awakening. That's another thing that Joni talked about is going to be happening over these next 2 months. I know you said you follow Tropical. Yeah, this is Vedic girl. I'm sorry. But you know who else I watch? I'm still gonna watch her stuff today. I do both, you know. But I'm real into like Vedic. But what's her name? I was just watching her yesterday. She's like, I really like her. Did she call us her? No, that might be Tay. Let me look at that real quick. I watch Joni and I watch her, and I put one of her. Tawny Michelle. Yeah, I'm gonna still be looking at her stuff too. I like to. I don't know how I do it. I blend them. Oh, you said I was talking to Monique. I'm sorry. Was it an AB conversation? I need to seek my way out of it. I'm sorry. So anyway, we have Wish. Okay. Dang, I'm so behind on the Diddy case. I gotta catch up on that too. But when I'm driving, I like to let certain things play, and I've just been really into like my astrology stuff. So yes, we have wish, hope, praying, yearning. So this would be a great time to get deeper into your prayer, deeper into speaking to your spiritual team. Like, reach out to God. I know I'm gonna tell y'all, reach out to God. Like, you're deserving. If ain't nobody else there, I'm telling you, okay? But I know not everybody has like an open spirit like me. Like, I'm not the type that's like, I prayed to God and he didn't answer me quick enough. Like, I don't know. I get it, it could be frustrating, but I just know God really do work in mysterious ways. Like, but can you blame me for having this thought process with everything I've been through? Like, I don't even know to have. So, yes. Let me see what else I want to do. Okay, real quick. Should we do tarot? How do you said, how do you talk to your spiritual team? Well, one, I talk to God first, and I make sure that I'm connected to whoever I'm supposed to be connected to, because there could be trickster spirits out there. But I say, God, um, make it known to me, like my spiritual team, make it known to me. Who am I supposed to be connecting with? Okay, and anybody that's not for me, anybody that's not of the light, not of the highest vibration, take them out of here. Okay, I even do that when I'm doing the readings, because that's the one thing about ancestor readings. You don't ever know whose ancestors coming through. What if I'm talking to someone who had a bunch of slaves? You don't ever know. So I'll be having to start there. I start with God, and then at that point, my thing is you just gotta talk to them. Everybody's language that they have with their spiritual team is different. This is what I feel. Okay, everybody's language that they have with their spiritual team is different. So for me, how I learn is just by talking to them, like just talking to them. I don't know how to explain it, but that might be a whole nother reading. Like, because I know I try to like tiptoe, because everybody's way of doing it is different, and you can be tricked out here. I do feel that way. So I just talk to them. Let them know, like, look, if y'all trying to talk to me, I don't get it. The language is not languaging. I need it to be clear. Show me a sign. Show me this. Like, all of that. Okay? What should we avoid at this time? What should we avoid at this time? Friend. And there's a bunch of reversals in this deck because I didn't even really shuffle. But look, the Ten of Swords and the Three of Cups upright. What you think that is? Yeah, it's almost giving retrograde energy. Like, there's no retrogrades coming, is there? Three of Cups. Okay, just be mindful of who you connecting with, who you're recounseling with, who you're breaking bread with. Okay, don't make yourself have to learn the lesson for the 11th time. Okay. Don't keep rehashing a situation that you're already trying to move on from. If you know you're trying to heal from a certain person and get past that, why are we inviting them back in? Why are we inviting them back in, friend? What's going on? So yes, you guys, I'm about to go out here and go to work. I like my job though. Sometimes I don't be wanting to see the people. But real quick, I'm gonna do one more. No, I'm gonna do this. So get clear, ask like, what is it that I need to hear right now? Okay, what is it that I need to hear right now? All right, I'm gonna pull a card and then I'm gonna read from the book. Okay, right now, one card. Don't do too much. Thank you so much. Ooh, they be doing too much. You have number 30, snacks. Okay, we have release judgments around food. Somebody needs to hear that. Okay, so let me see what the book says. Number 30. Okay, let me read this to you. Strawberries have long been associated with love and happiness. They're sweet. Oh my gosh, did y'all pick the strawberry group? This might be for y'all. Their sweet berry heralds late spring / early summer and the start of outdoor parties. Joyful gatherings often feature strawberries, whether in a glass of champagne or decorating and flavoring a delicious dessert. On a metaphysical level, strawberries encourage us to enjoy the sweet things in life, happiness, abundance, and sensuality. Period. So let me see why this appears. This card appears when you or others around you have been judgmental about food choices. Be gentle on yourself. We live in challenging times where food has been demonized. Some food is considered good and other food is deemed bad. And the types of food that are good and bad swap around. For example, avocados, butter, and eggs, once considered bad for you, are now thought of as a superfood. Okay? See, different strokes for different folks. You can be forgiven for being confused. No one food is intrinsically good or bad. Everyone has the right to eat what they want when they want to. So that duality. One of the great joys of this physical existence is delighting in the variety of delicious food and drink available on this abundant earth. This unicorn appears when you have been struggling with finding the right diet and nutrition or labeling what you eat as right or wrong. Creating feelings of guilt and resentment. Ooh, around food. There's a lot of information available about the perfect diet, but remember, one size does not fit all. What works for one person may be damaging to another. Check in with your inner guidance. That's basically the whole shebang of everything, whether it's your spiritual team, whether it's food, everybody's shit is different. That's why, like, tap in with you, your DNA. What's going on? Okay. Anyway. What works for one person may be damaging to another. Check in with your inner guidance. What would you love to eat or cook? This is what your body wants. Let go of the ego and allow yourself to enjoy food without attaching any labels to it. Plus, moderation. So, unicorn magic. This unicorn encourages you to cook and eat something you've been meaning to try for a long time, but have been putting off due to guilt, judgments, or expense. This type of kitchen magic can be a very healing process and help you get back in touch with food as a source of pleasure. Cooking for yourself and others is an act of love and nourishment. So yes, you guys, if you could, please, timestamp in a way, like, because I gotta go. Yeah, well, I got a couple more minutes, but I'm not gonna have time to, look at these. Not in my smoothie. Girl, I didn't drop that in my smoothie. Anyway, this is plant protein. Masi Arias, love her protein line. Love Mossy. Love Mossy Arias. Okay, I love her. Also, Tasha K has great products. Every day I've been doing my mushrooms, my energy strips. I love the energy strips. I also did a clean sweep today. Y'all don't have to do what I'm doing. I'm sorry. Not me just reading what I read to you. And then I'm like, look what I did. But I'm just telling somebody, just in case, you're into that. They have these energy shots, but they're like plant healthy energy shots. Okay, tap in. Don't go slapping nobody. Oh, all right. Ain't about to ruin my peace. I already know I'm about to get eyeballs on it. Okay? Period. But you always putting someone on, you really like, thank you, period. Maybe I'll start coming on here and having talks, let me tell you, I used to do stuff like this. Go back to my old videos. Like, before I was a tarot reader, I was a vlogger. Like, I did wig reviews, I did health stuff, fitness videos, story times. Some of them I had to take away when I joined the military because they probably wouldn't have let me in the military, girl. I had to remove those, okay? But they're just archived. I can't put it back. I used to dress up in clown makeup and make story time. Oh! Anyway, but yes, you guys, okay. It was nice talking to y'all. Make sure somebody timestamps this. Don't forget to tap in with my mystery read. Don't forget on Patreon, we have that new moon reading and the who's pulling on your energy reading, okay? So bye, you guys. Love you. Have a nice day.